Hello everybody and welcome to the first episode of this course. At the beginning I want to make a project, so I start first ensure Go is installed on my system with Go version. Yes, it's installed, and after that I can initialize new package with say go mode need start go. As you can see, this make a new go mode inside my folders, and after that I can open it with Visual Studio. Inside my Visual Studio, first I make a one main.go. It's necessary if you work with Go. Package main and import fmt. For now, you don't need to know what those are. I explained them in the future. Inside main, we can print that println. Println is write a new line inside the console. Hello Go lang. After I click on run and debug, first I want to make a new launch file JSON. I click on here and it will make a new Go launch file and just say my workspace main.go. That means run the Go project in here. As you can see in here, inside there it say hello Go lang, and also I can put this red point on here to make sure my code is work. If I on debug mode with this or F5, I can continue to the next line. The first section I want to explain is data type. Data type are used to store data in memory. The first data type I want to explain is integer. As you can see in here, integer can store number 8-bit number from minus 128 to 127. In Golang we can make variable with keyword of var. After rewriting variable, we can say that name is f or first number. It can be anything, as you can know probably. And the data type is int 8. We say that it can get from minus 128 to 127, I think. That means if I say 128 it can probably get that, but if I put a number more than capacity, it can get that. For example, if I write 100 to 9, as you can see in here, it can say this variable can't get more than that. Also, we have int 60 and int 32, and if I don't put the number front of that, is get the 32-bit per default, because this is on my Golang version, is get 32. From minus 2 million, I don't know what is this number. Through this number we can paste anything in here. For example, if I say age equal 19 and print that it's a age 19. One of the other important type is boolean. It can be either true or false. And one of the most important type is a string. It can store any key of your keyboard inside your program. I can define boolean like low is equal to true or false. If I put it on true, that means it's allow, and false it's not allow. And I use a printf. You have years old. The D in here, that means it's a digit or number. I can put the age in here. And also I want to print my boolean like this. T low. The age is 19 and the allow is true. Also, instead of I describe it how change it with code in future. And this is a string. A string is any code you put inside the quotation, and it can be any character of your keyboard. Message is equal to, and it's a string, or it can be name, like name is equal to Emir. Can say hello Mir, and instead of that you can say it's a string. The first name, we pass it name in here, age like not digit, and at the end we say it's allow or not. If I run that, you can see in here, hello Amir, you have a 19 years old, and it's true. because you are alone. The next part is condition and if statement. What is an if statement and when we use that? When we want to tell our program that's run a specific line of code or not, we use this line. For example, in my example, I want to say if age was greater than 18, then told to user you can have beer. Otherwise, and also I can read that line from my console. I use scanf, and because the console read the string instead of integer, I want to convert that into the integer, and I enter my scan in here. Use the scan. If hr is not nil, then we can say fmt dot errorf age. Or fmt dot printf. If I run that, we can if we enter our age, as you can see, if I say 2020 because it's greater than 80, it say you can have beer. Instead, but otherwise, can also put \n because I want to print that in next line. Else that means otherwise. That means this line of code is not run. Print ln or you can't have beer. say 17. As you can see, you can have beer because you are 17. And this line of code means boolean. That's the same thing as the true in here. We can use this variable instead of inline statement. Another statement we use in a programming is the switch. And the difference is that switch is a much more cleaner than the if statement. For example, we can read one integer from there, and if we want to use the if statement, we can say if I was equal to 1, then print 1. And also for another things, we can say if it was 2, say 2, so on so forth. But we can use it in another hand. We can use a switch statement, and instead of nested if, just say switch I and print by case. For example, if it was 1, if it was 2, and if we run that and print 3, no. If I is 2, then print 2. If it was 3, then print 3. Okay, and another example I want to show in this case is that time. Now is equal to time dot now. It's returned the date time of now, current date time. It's depend on my system date time or the server I run the program on that. If I trying to get a weekday, it's probably get me a Friday because today is Friday in here, and I can have a switch on the my weekday. And just I want to print the number of the day. For example, it's a start with case. If it was Friday, I will fmt.print print 6, for example. Because it's not the string, I have to get a string of it now first. String of the weekday, and then I can get, or I suppose it should have the string. Then if I run that, as you can see, it prints the 6 for me. And for another case, I can say, for example, if it was Saturday, print 1, and also for more case I can add them. Or like a real example, we can say if it was a Saturday or Sunday, we just say today is a weekend for 1 and 2. And for another case, we can say today is a working date. I hope you enjoy this lesson. Please follow me for more content like that.